fuck him. KC defense is going to get them beat in the first round of playoffs like Andy Reid loves to do. Damn, that's hard. I can't really say I'd be mad at that, but they got a black quarterback, so I'm a real, even though he sounded like a cartoon character. John Gruden is the biggest dummy in the world. But nobody wants to hold Ben Roethlisberger's feet to the fire. Ben Roethlisberger in big moments he fucking sucks. Stop telling me he's a great quarterback. No, again, he has a great resume. He has a bunch of yards and a bunch of touchdowns and a bunch of fuck-ups when it counts. Period. I don't want to hear no more. If anybody disputes that, show me the big game that Ben Roethlisberger had in a big moment, and I'll tell you can't see shit. Because you won't be able to see it because it didn't happen. Joey Porter, James Harrison, Ryan Clark, and what's the safety with the big hair? They won that damn Super Bowl, so I ain't trying to hear it. People forget that the Cardinals was kicking their ass until James Harrison ran that 99-yard touchdown back, and that's what just got the Steelers back in that game. Yes, Ben Roethlisberger threw a game. He threw a touchdown at the end of the game. Their defense shut down Kurt Warner. That's why they won that Super Bowl. Miss me with that. The difference, Tiffany and Portland said the difference in it this time, Patrick Mahomes last year, one of the top defenses in the league, as well as one of the prior year. Now we had the offense to do more in a mobile QB. Even though you a damn Chiefs fan, big ups to Tiffany, man. My fucking friend of me, you goddamn Chiefs fan. But you my girl. You support my shit when you listen. Much love. So we ain't black. Damn. With that big booty on there, look like she's black. But she got a black booty. But and then yesterday, Monday Night Football, Philadelphia Eagles started running the damn ball. Adrian Peterson got holes. There's him and Herschel Walker are the only two guys that I know of with 98-yard runs. Back in the day, Herschel Walker was them sorry-ass Cowboys did it. Adrian Peterson did it again last night. Because it's a passing league. Get the fuck, man, stop it with that bullshit. Carson Wentz looked like a damn high school football player. Ninja, what's good, man? Welcome, man. My man Ninja was killing the game last night, man. Big up to my man Ninja. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for showing your boy a little love. Ninja be killing ass, choking out the, as he calls them, colonizers. I call them Yankees. But I ain't finna big up none of them teams because if the Washington racial slurs would have had Kaepernick on their team, they ass would have won last night. But they too racist to do it, so I ain't trying to hear. Back to the scheduled program. Now, the question of the week is this: has boxing made inroads on the comeback? This is why I said earlier in the program we need to start using our tentacles in the community to start reaching out to these other sports, because people who, as I said Saturday, people who want to consistently tell me that boxing is dead, boxing is this, boxing. I don't know any boxing. You don't know any Tennessee Titans either. You don't know any of the Buccaneers outside of Jameson. You know, you probably know some Buccaneers because they got some players. But you don't know any of the Detroit Lions. You don't know any of a bunch of people. You don't know any Buffalo Bills. You don't know any 49ers. You probably don't know no Vikings. You damn sure don't know too many Browns. You don't know any Arizona Cardinals because our community acts like they're fucking Chiefs. Ninja's a Raider fan, is a fake-ass Raider fan. There's no such thing as a fake-ass Raider fan. If you got that silver and black anywhere in your house, you can't be fake. The way we've been getting our draws kicked in our ass since that damn Tampa Bay Super Bowl, ain't no such thing as a fake-ass Raider fan. If you're a Raider fan, you through and through. Win, lose, or tie, silver and black till we die. And this fucking John Gruden is feeding us strychnine. But anyway, stop saying boxing is dying. Now, being popular again, I don't know if it ever be popular again, but it is not dying. Anytime Adrian Broner could get $100 million to fight Manny Pacquiao, it is not dying. Stop letting the TV do the thinking for you. This is why the end of the bench was created, because I got tired of jackasses like Stephen A. Smith, kiss asses like Chris Carter, and others trying to tell us what's the beef from the bullshit from the buckwheat. That's not what's going on. Chris Carter's kissing ass every week, every day to keep his job, and so is Stephen A. Smith. Stop listening to Boxing may be rigged. I'm not saying that, but you can get paid, and it's not there. Charlo brother. I have a dude who comes on once a month. Y'all to get to know him. His name is Stacy. He's my boxing expert. If you know what John Gruden's middle name is, you're a fake ass Reddit fan. John Gruden don't even know what John Gruden's middle name is. His name is Ain't Shit is his middle name, Uncle Brother. John Ain't Shit Gruden. That's his middle name. A.S. Gruden. But again, there are a ton of great boxers. I have a boxing expert that comes on. He's dealing with his father-in-law is dealing with a terminal illness right now, and he hasn't been able to come on. He comes on once a month. You guys will truly enjoy. His name is Stacy. Y'all gonna truly enjoy him. If you listen to this show on a weekly basis, you will get, on a monthly basis, you'll get a boatload of information in regards to boxing. Boxing is not dead. It's still one of the most aggressive sports in the world. It's still a skilled sport. If you are a person who likes sports, you will continue to like boxing. So don't let these people on these TV, oh man, because I only know Floyd Mayweather. Because your ass is waiting on somebody to tell you what to look at instead of looking at it. Look at the shit, man. It ain't changed. Like my man Big L said, it's boxing always been. It's rigged, it always has been. Yeah, but what they gonna have to do in boxing, in my personal opinion, we gonna ask Stacey that, and I had James Tony on a couple of months ago. What we gonna have to do is potentially they may have to re-rig the rigging, and what I mean by that is this: if they redo the way that you, what first and foremost, it's kind of like, let me get back on it. It's kind of like with the, you ain't good because you lost in the finals. If you lose in boxing, you still could be a great boxer. Most of the great boxers that we've ever heard of, Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Tommy the Hitman Hearns, Roy Jones Jr., Winky Wright, Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes. You can still be great if you lose. Ken Norton. Notice I ain't named none of these other people, because boxing only dope when we doing it. But like I said, if you can be great and lose, man. It ain't a measure of your greatness, just like with boxing. You can be knocked down, get up and win the fight. Big hairline looks like a you don't want no smoke. Ninja come in swinging. He must be kidding Shelly B, because Ninja come in, bam, right in the paint. You don't have to be perfect to be a great boxer. Most of the great boxers of all time have lost. H-Rap, the greatest trick, ESPN is now getting you to watch sports anyway, and they didn't have the rights. Say it again. My man Jungle said the greatest trick ESPN played was to get you to stop watching fights, that stop watching sports that they didn't have the rights to. Exactly. That's why y'all need to listen to Jungle Brothers. That's why y'all need to listen to that next. That's why y'all need to listen to Mo Cheese, Kesey, Angry Black Man, the entire S Squad, and Real Cash Rangers family. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to say this every weekend until it sinks in. 1/2 of 1% of the population is all we need to listen to our shows, and we will be far more successful than we ever assumed we could be. 1/2 of 1% of the population. It is 45 to 50 million people that look like me, you, and as even my man that Ninja said last night, we are given the perspectives of people who look like us. So if we can get 1/2 of 1% of those people to listen to us, just imagine 1/2 of 1% of 50 million people. 1/2 of 1% of 50 million people that's listening to our shows every week, and we will be wildly successful people. Wildly. Hey, people, the artist considered to be known as Jesus, everybody didn't like him. Everybody didn't like Martin King. Everybody didn't like Malcolm X. Everybody didn't like Elijah Muhammad. Everybody didn't like Noble Drew Ali. Everybody didn't like Marcus Garvey. Everybody, hey, some of the slaves didn't like. Hell, they tricked you into believing that Uncle Tom is a bad thing. Uncle Tom used to help the slaves get away, and Sambo and Gumbo beat him to death for it. So Uncle Tom ain't even a bad thing. They tricked you into believing that eating watermelon is a bad thing. Notice that watermelon is red, black, and green. Notice watermelon is full of water. Notice that, hey, fun fact, slaves refused to, after the emancipation of slaves, refused to eat the food that white people provided for them in the Civil War, and they ate watermelon as a protest. So stop letting somebody else tell you what to do and do what you're supposed to do. Pay attention to us. We're gonna give you the real. Listen, the conversation show. What was the name? He was participating out earlier. I can't think of Clutch Conversation. Listen to Team Broadcast. Man, it's something on either Esquire or the Red Pass Rangers for everybody. You can think I suck. Listen to Jungle Brother. Then you can think Jungle Brother sucks. Listen to that Ninja. Listen to Mo. Listen to Kesey. Listen to Microwave. Listen to Ben at BS3. Listen to one of these shows. Listen to some of these sisters on here that's doing things. Just listen to us. Stop listening to people who don't have your best interest in mind. Because there's no way Tony Kornheiser can tell you what's going on in our community. There's no way what's the little boy Max Kellerman know what's going on from our point of view. We need our point of view from our people. That's it, man. That's it. That's all. But back to boxing. Boxing is wildly entertaining, man. It's grown. It's a grown man sport. And oh yeah, by the way, how is it that? See, let me show you how these people always try to get you to stop doing things that will pull you out of poverty. Football is wildly dangerous. Football is, we don't want our mothers putting our kids in football. Ain't a motherfucker said a word about hockey or boxing. How is that possible? If football is dangerous because you might you are in 20 car crashes a week, and that can do damage to you. Getting punched in your face can't be good for you, but y'all not trying to get rid of that. Because y'all see more bros playing football and you know what, it ain't like the Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan bros. I got mine, the Charles Barkley. I'm gonna stand on TV and disrespect my brothers. It's these young brothers like Marshawn Lynch. It's these young brothers like LeBron James. They grabbing their buddies, they grabbing property, and they making it hot for us. That's why they want your black ass playing football. But boxing, wildly entertaining, it's wildly suspect, as my man Big L said. But stop saying it's dying, because it's an option. You got a bunch of young, angry black men in the world. If we can introduce them to boxing, they'll learn discipline. They'll learn how to react to something violent happening to them. Fuck baseball, because they still got people in baseball. Baseball is the greatest pimp sport in the history of the world. Big L. I love baseball, but fuck MLB, simply because they going down to them islands, pimping the shit out them people. It's but I could do a whole show on fuck baseball, even though I love the game. Baseball first sport I started playing, but fuck Major League Baseball. Me and you can rap on that on 1-on-1. But back to boxing. Watermelon, bananas are great food to eat for potassium. Watermelon has more potassium than most food. Than most food. They put a negative stereotype given both to me, especially after a workout or cycling fast. Thanks, HYB. Here's another fun fact for you, Shaka. Watermelon also is a natural Viagra. So, bruhs, if you think, don't be taking them damn pills on TV, get you some watermelon, eat that. Your girlfriend, hey, like Frank Thomas said on that damn Nugenics commercial, she'll like it too. I'm telling you, man, see, it's the shit like this, man, the potassium fat, these things. This is why you listen to us. We gonna pull us up out of this bullshit week by week, man. One listener at a time. We gonna have some fun. We gonna do some signifying. We gonna talk about each other in the chat room. Man, I've been doing this show for 3 years. I wish I would have joined 3 years ago, because we would have really been having a ball, man. But boxing is a vehicle. Academics is the most important vehicle. It's just things that we have to do as a community and get this thing cracking. So, in regards to this fight, as my man Ben for BS3 said, I wouldn't give the fight to my man Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder needs to, hey, you know that commercial, Eugenics, she'll like it too. Shout out to Big L, man, for paying attention to you, man. I'm going to give you a clap, man. But, Deontay Wilder, it was a wildly entertaining fight. what Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, needs to do is stay more focused. He lacked the focus it takes